I'm not sure who is there at TSRTC end. Are we all set, sir?
Yeah, I'm Sridevi, CEIT joined.
Okay, all right. So yeah, we were waiting for the queue from TSRTC handle, so that's why I was waiting. So good evening, everyone. This is Keyur Punjani from Telangana AI Mission, and I welcome you all to the Ask Me expert session on the transportation use case under Telangana's grand challenge. So we have here experts from TSRTC. Transport Department, Shri Devi ji, Samira ji, and Venkat Reddy ji joining us, who will be sharing their understanding and their problem on the TSRTC route optimization use case that we are that we have put on the grand challenge, and then they will be open to questions from the attendees. So Shri Devi ji, can unmute and give some details about the use case.
Yeah, actually, I'm taking my lunch. Samira, you please carry on.
So, good afternoon, all. This is Samira from Deputy CTM IT from TSRTC regarding the AI Grand Challenge of Telangana route rationalization. So, we have selected two routes. One is district route and one is city route. So, this use case deals with the rationalization of the buses or the resources which are flying on these routes. Two routes are, one is 49M, Secunderabad to Mehdipatnam, and another route what we have chosen is Warangal to Uppal. So on these two routes, whatever services are flying, so those services performance, their route course, and all has to be studied, and the data regarding their performance will be shared. Based on that data, it has to be given by the software or the application whether we need to increase the number of buses or decrease it at what time, and there are certain days which are peak days, which are slack days, and there are certain days which are special operations have to be done. So, and based on the past data, history data, the pattern of the passengers flying on that route on different stops, what are the how the passengers are using the buses. All these things have to be taken into consideration, and the resources utilization has to be optimized. So I have with me Mr. Venkat Reddy. He's my colleague officer. He's also senior manager IT. So we will be dealing shortly another okay. Another officer from our IT department has joined, Mr. Rashid, from IT from operations department also senior manager is likely to join us. So the details are given on the website. We have shared the details also to you along with Rishita and Abhilash.
Yes, we do have the use case document listed on the website, and this AMA session is specifically to address any queries, technical, non-technical in nature, pertinent to this specific use. I would also like to inform the attendees that we have a technical expert joining from our team, M. Chokalingam, who will also be able to answer your queries related to technicalities of building this and understanding this use case. So the floor is open for questions from the attendees. Please raise your hand virtually, and I'll inform when your turn comes. Otherwise, you can also put your questions and queries in the chat box, here or in the Q&A section, and we'll be taking it one by one. Yeah, questions from the attendees pertinent to this specific use case.
What will be the inputs provided by TGS RTC?
Will be the input provided.
What are the inputs or data sets will be made available by TGS RTC? Only ticketing information or anything else?
We'll be providing the schedule information as well, timetables of our services. Services summary details. Yes.
Any historical data will you be sharing?
Yeah, sure. We'll be sharing the historical data.
Okay. Thank you.
So to the attendees, round one, what we are asking is you to submit the approach note on how you are approaching the problem. And we'll be doing the evaluations basis your approach. And few applications will go to the next round where they will be given access to the data sets. And then they will have to build the POCs based on their understanding and their approach note submission. So I hope this answers your queries on when the data set would be made available. Yeah, moving on, we have the use case is on the website, Upendra. I'll still share it here. The link to the website is ai4tg.in, and you will be able to find the use case on that website. Yeah. Please raise your hands to ask the questions to the State Department officials who have joined us.
Here I had one question.
Yes, Rajan.
I wanted to understand more about the data. It is completely tabular format data. Do it contain the video or camera as information too? And how about the delays of the traffic and the bus timings or the traffic timings? So what are the different insights that we can generate from this data?
Yeah, so we will provide you the ticketing data. So at what time, what happened, but we don't have this cameras and traffic data. So we will provide you the data, ticketing data, which is coming from our ticket issuing machines. So we will provide in a CSV format.
Okay, sounds good. And what's the way of participating in all these programs, Kaya?
Rajan, all the details you will be able to find on website ai4tg.in. And if you still have queries, you can also reach out to us on email pertinent to operational things on the timelines and all. Although everything related to the timelines and milestones are mentioned on the website.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
I have also posted the link of the website in the comment box. So please have a look at it, and we will be able to answer your queries on email as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Upendra, you have your hand raised. Please unmute yourself and you can ask the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, Upendra.
Yeah. Last time mentioned in the discussion, one trip is from Warangal to Uppal, another is in Uppal to Mehedipatnam. These are the two routes are finalized. Is it correct?
No, one is Warangal to Uppal and another route is Secunderabad to Mehedipatnam.
Sorry, Secunderabad to Mehedipatnam. Okay.
Yeah.
So, can we get the current details about the timings and bus seat occupancies, revenue per seat, all the parameter current and historical data, and are you also looking for any geospatial optimized route optimization? Because route is straightforward Warangal to Uppal, that is straight. I don't think so there is an alternative routes, right? Route optimization. When you say route optimization, because let's say Hyderabad to Vijayawada, there are multiple ways to go, but Warangal to Uppal, there is one route that is everybody knows about it. But are you looking for any alternative routes?
No. So in our case, route optimization means, so we run around 366 trips in between Warangal and Uppal in a day. So our understanding of route optimization is at what time, at what hour, what are all the buses we need to run. So how many buses we need to run, what are all the types we need to run. We have AC buses, we have non-AC buses, we have non-AC pushback buses. So we have different types of buses. So but our problem would be, so it is the bifurcation at whatever what are the number of buses we need to operate. Okay.
Okay, I understood now more on a route optimization in this case. Which time is the right time based on the type of the bus? It's a
Exactly.
morning time, evening time, afternoon time, or are you also open for integrating with the weather forecast or any real-time incidents? Right, for example, there is a probability 90% maybe rainy season, so may not require the 360 buses to run because the people will come less to the road and pick up the buses, right? So that is something. Are you open?
Yeah, we are very open. In fact, so we are our scheduling is already dynamic. So how we operate, we operate very less number. Some we cut down at least 10% of the operation on Tuesdays, and then Amawasyas and Ashtamis. So we also follow this trend because historically we know that these are all the days where people travel high, people travel low. So once we provide you the historical data, so you may also see that in the schedules also there is an increment and decrement in the number of kilometers we operate per day. So
Okay.
we need that result more optimized.
Okay, when you say Amavasya, these things is sentimental. Do you have this is based on the real data specific or generalized perception you are
No, we
reviewing
don't.
it?
It is not generalized perception. It is data-driven decision only.
Okay,
Suppose if it is Adivaram, Sunday, Amavasya, we mercilessly cut 25% of the operation because we know in Telugu states people don't travel on Amavasya, and if it is Sunday, people don't travel, and if it is Ashtami, people won't travel. So we have some. It is not generalized idea, but we have the data to back up this idea.
okay. So
And Monday is the peak day for us. So highest number of people they travel on Mondays.
right. So do you have any currently exiting system? This dynamics automatically give a decision making so that you can inform to your local depot manager to could take a real-time decision there itself. Or currently you are going through spreadsheet or some kind of conversation you are taking a call. Is there any tool available already?
No, we don't have any tool available, but we are an organization, a very decentralized organization. So we have regional manager, divisional manager, and depot manager set up even in the regions. When I say region, it's erstwhile district. So they'll take the local decision and they'll cut down the operation.
Okay. The last question I have, what exactly you want to achieve this project? How revenue or cost saving or fuel saving or any additional revenue? What exactly you are specifically looking for this particular use case?
Yeah. So with this, we are looking at exactly 2 points. One is revenue optimization. When I say revenue optimization, so as you said, in some of the hours we do operate buses, but with very less occupancy. Okay, so we want to cut down that operation so that my resources will be optimized. So it is so 2 point agenda I can say. One is revenue increase, okay, and resource optimization. Suppose if I cut down the trip today, so I can operate that crew and that bus and that fuel maybe tomorrow when the day is peak, the peak day or in the peak hour, or I can divert the same trip in some other needy route.
Okay, it's a more on a demand and supply that should give real time that would
Exactly. Exactly.
reroute the bus from X route to Y route where the demand is there and dynamically you're looking.
Yes.
Okay.
So before we head on to next questions, I would strongly request the attendees and applicants to go through the use case document once because a lot of things are already there in the document. Let's say, what are the key objectives of the, with this challenge? Maximizing revenues, maximizing seat occupancy, improved demand forecast, and ensuring operational feasibility are the key deliverables that we are looking at from this, problem statement. So I would request you all to have a look at the document and, then dig deeper into the questions that you think are not addressed there in the documents. Yeah.
Here,
Yes, Jitendra, go ahead.
yeah. So I have two questions from the team. So first question is, I want when you speak about the past historical data. So in that, can you give us the parameters? What all parameters we would be getting in the historical data? I understood about the few parameters in the last conversation. That is the type of buses, AC, non-AC, and the third category. Then a few of the things were the revenue collection. In the revenue collection, the data about free and the paid ones. So these are the few things I understood. But is there the whole list prepared that these are all the parameters in terms of data we would be receiving?
Yeah, so the data set we are going to give you contains the date, the time of journey from stage to stage, the type of ticket, how many number of passengers are traveling in a particular ticket, what is the price, how many toll gates we have, etc.
Okay, actually, it would be beneficial if you can just share this column names or maybe the parameter names that while we are preparing this note, in that we can take consideration of that particular parameters and then identify the solution.
Yes, definitely.
Sure, Jitendra, our team is working on it. We'll be soon posting those details on the website.
Yeah, and I also have a second question.
Yes, Jitendra, go ahead.
Just 108. So we have 50 columns in our ticketing data. So for each and every ticket, we will tell you, 50 my issue. So 50 columns data we have, each 50 parameter. For every ticket, we have 50 parameters ready.
Oh, okay. Perfect. 50 cloud parameters. Okay. So second question of mine is, when we say that, okay, the AI-based algorithm would be suggesting of allocation of buses on particular routes. So in document, I've seen that, okay, we have to prepare it on the weekly level, the day 0 to day 6. So along with that, daily updates. So what happens is, while one is on the weekly level, but as soon as we are also collecting the data from the past as well as certain parameters based upon like seasonality or any the specific days which you mentioned, so there is a possibility that that prediction may change on daily basis as well. So the team would be taking the decisions. They would be open on accumulating this daily changes in the predictions.
Yes. Daily changes in predictions.
You mean to say that daily predictions you mean to say?
Yeah, I mean to say that the AI prediction on this route and number of buses and everything, there is a possibility that the algorithm can suggest daily changes. Every day a new change may come up instead of a weekly plan.
Yes, we are open to that.
Okay, because when we say that there are regional managers and the hierarchy who take the decisions, so would they be open on taking that, or we should maintain the weekly part? Is what I wanted to understand.
So for tomorrow's operations, we will plan today itself. So
Okay.
right from what services to be operated, who will be going on what duties, duty allocation and all are done today itself for tomorrow's operation. So
Okay.
that will be good if we get the daily predictions also.
Okay, perfect.
So, Jitendra, what weekly means is the roster system. Maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, Venkat Reddy ji, but we need a week in advance. What are the, buses that we would like to assign for Monday to Sunday? And basis your algorithm, it should have a daily, number of buses and route optimization strategies available in that weekly roster. This is what I think the department is trying to, expect.
Yeah, so okay, so this 1 week is not a hard rule. So even if you give us, 2 or 3 days in advance, also it will work. So how we operate the schedules as of now manually is for for 90% for tomorrow's operation. So tomorrow is a Wednesday. So by today afternoon, by 12 o'clock, we will send the planner across the depot. Okay, so how many buses are we are going to operate in this route, who is the driver, who is the conductor, how many buses we are operating, everything, it goes out today at 12 noon for the tomorrow's operation. So if it is 1 or 2 days in advance, yeah, that would be really sufficient.
Okay, so this particular information of the routes and number of buses and the times. So the general public, they are not aware about these changes, right? If I am
Yeah.
correct.
Correct. General public, they are not aware of this one. So only, we inside the guys, so we are aware of this operation.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you so much.
So I have one question, like, so you say, as per your document and your this understanding currently I have, you want more demand forecasting solution so that you can do the planning for your future. I mean, the upcoming week for your route. I mean, the planning for your buses travel and all these things. So how you want the AI integration for the route optimization? Can you give an example? Basically, like what do you expecting in terms of route? Because this is totally like demand forecasting. You will get the analysis, complete forecast prediction for the coming week, or suppose after 2 3 days from the model. Okay, this is the upcoming the forecast that done by AI. But how you want to integrate the route thing here? From AI, basically. I mean, see, you get the forecast and you will do the planning as per the forecast. You can make your routes. I mean, fixing. Okay, this bus go to this direction and this route and this time and this like this. How you want AI integration at this point to be make helpful for you to selection the route and all these things. Basically, that is my something, and I want to know.
So before we answer this, demand forecast doesn't consider the constraints that TGSRT is operating in, and optimization is needed to work within the constraints. With this, I would also like to request if Chalks would like to also address this question, and also the TGSRTC folks. Yeah.
I hope you get my question, basically.
Yeah. So, Roma, I got your question. Suppose, we will give you, 3 years data. Okay, the 3 years past data. Okay, suppose if there is, we operate, 25 buses between Hyderabad and Bangalore daily. Okay. So you give us a this the model works, and the model will say that Monday you need 30 buses, Tuesday you need 20 buses, Wednesday of course you need 20, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday you need 25, 25, 25. Again on Friday you need 30 buses. So more, because there you will give the occupancy as a parameter. It's a constraint. So I need to match this occupancy. You give me the number of buses I need to operate. So in 1 week in advance, you will give me the list of services. Sorry, the number of services I need to operate. So in the back end, I will plan my resources to deploy those many buses in those routes.
That is, I got it. Okay, this is purely like demand forecasting. You will get the basically like analysis of your data and the report you will get from the model, and on the basis you will plan your route. Okay, but the route optimization is something like you want something suggestion from AI direct itself as a complete planner. It will give you. It will generate a complete planner from the AI side itself. So, are you open for that also? Like if you get
We
like
are
that
open for that one also, because ultimately what the model will give us, see, the output of the model would be how many services I need to operate on the particular hour. Okay, so the model says, you don't need to operate between 12 noon to 4 in the evening from Bangalore to Hyderabad. From 4 o'clock, sorry, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. you operate these many services, suppose 10 services. So if the model says that, we will operate accordingly.
Okay, I got it. I mean, it's something like two things are here. Like one thing is just you will get the report. Okay, this is my forecast for the upcoming week, and in addition to that, AI will give you like complete suggestion also for upcoming week. This is you can go. This is the you can of course make changes in that as per your requirement, resources also. But there is something that AI can also generate a complete planner also for you.
Correct. So here's the thing. See, your demand forecast, you will generate that, but it might still not be the most optimal solution. And the in the current situation, there might the TGS RTC will be operating under certain
Condition, yeah.
And even model, so after optimization, even the model says that, so this is May month. So in the last May, the demand for the AC buses were really
across
high. So
last time.
model will
So you
suggest to
follow-
operate AC buses.
Correct.
So if the demand for sleeper is more when compared with this data, so model will tell me you operate AC sleeper bus. So then I will operate AC sleeper bus only.
Got it. I just want to clarify this route optimization. What is your expectation basically with this term?
You can't do
actually?
route optimization. See, you can only do the forecasting. So, what is my occupancy level per service? I mean, route optimization, you have a very different data set, and then the algorithm itself is different.
Yeah, that is some confusion here, sir. That's
You,
why I
you
want
can't
this
do
clarity.
literally. You can't do route optimization.
Someone
It
also
is
asked
just
one
forecasting.
question. That's actually route optimization is something like the GPS or something will give the
Yes,
route
yes. So you need
Yeah,
the
yeah,
traffic
yeah.
information. You need the traffic information too, and then, in fact, stage wise, right? Every bus has its different stages, right? At what stage level, how many passengers are boarding in? So those kind of information is needed when you go for route optimization. So this use case is only for forecasting.
forecasting. That is some that is some
Yes.
confusion actually.
The title is little confusing, but route. But actually, demand and supply. This is actual
This is
title.
basic
Yes.
purely the demand and supply basically.
And sir, just since you mentioned route optimization also, just I would like to add a point. Let's say you're running a bus from Uppal to Warangal, let's say, only 50% occupancy, but there are a lot of people waiting from Manikonda, example. Then probably you can pick up point could be a Manikonda where you can get another 20 occupancy, an example. So where the route information will be a value addition rather than 50 occupancy, you're getting additional 20 seat benefit. Where is a huge demand? These people are traveling from Manikonda to Uppal separately, again picking up the bus in Uppal.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
this is
something
actually,
that would
this is actually the
that
stage
will become the
information,
route
right?
related. Yeah, that is additional route.
These are stage information. So you have different stages. So bus picks up passengers, right? Those these are stage information. With the stage,
Correct.
and this becomes the data for your again the forecasting. So which these stages are peak stages. This is less stage passenger who are at lesser stages. So again, this data will be part of your forecasting
Correct.
at various stage level. Okay, still you can't do the route optimization, but this at stage level, what is your demand?
Okay. So
At
sir,
starting
now we
point,
are
this is my
so
demand.
sir, yeah, one thing. So now we are clear that we don't need any route optimization for this.
Correct.
Just need a demand. Okay, it's
Yes.
better that if you
Demand,
also
one is from the starting point. Yeah, from the starting point, at every stage, what is your demand? So you have to predict.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
See, as you said, you rightly pointed, I'll tell you one more use case. See the route optimization. Suppose, we operate Bangalore, Hyderabad to Bangalore buses from Khammam to Bangalore, Karimnagar to Bangalore. Even in Hyderabad city also, we operate from different points to Bangalore. So in route optimization, the model can, tell us, so which is the best route, best stages to pick in Hyderabad. Suppose if I operate buses from MGBS, historically, so we operate buses from MGBS to Bangalore. So some private operators, they used to operate buses from Mehedipattam to Bangalore, Kukatpalli housing boarding to Bangalore. So we are also now operating most of our buses from city peripherals to Bangalore. Not only Bangalore, city peripherals to Vijayawada, city peripherals to Vishakhapatnam. So the model should say, so which are all the potential stages in Hyderabad city or outside of the Hyderabad city that we can operate buses from different interstate destinations.
Correct. Yeah, you are right. So if you do the stage wise prediction, yes, this is possible. What you mentioned is possible.
Yes, because we have the data for the that particular stage also.
Yeah.
So I'd like to add a point here, if that helps. So this is beyond demand forecasting, revising the forecast basis the constraints to maximize revenue and occupancy. Okay. For instance, the forecast may say 100 buses of type A, but it might not be the most revenue efficient considering all bus types. So then, post forecasting, you look at the right mix of bus types and number of buses, timing of it, etc., so that we can maximize the revenue for the state department. So this is what I'd like to add it here. Please share your thoughts, Venkat ji, Chalks, if you'd like to add anything.
Yeah, you are right, Kayur. So that is ultimate, right? Maximizing revenue is the ultimate goal. I mean, by doing all this, what I'm doing, I'm optimizing all this, and then by increasing my revenue. So yeah, you are right. So this is the final goal we need to achieve.
Exactly. So maximizing revenue means it's a single goal, but we need, so many systems or so many, procedures to follow.
Yeah, so there are a lot of constraints as well, which we need to address and identify while doing this optimization.
So this format where we can get, sir, is it an Excel format, XML, the historical data?
Come again.
Historical data format.
CSV.
We will share in CSV format.
Okay, thank you.
More questions from the attendees? Please feel free to unmute yourself.
So one more thing, from where we can get this recording, this session recording?
Okay, this will be put on the AI4TG.in website only. So you will be able to directly access it from the same web page.
Okay, sure. Okay. Hi, I'm Pallavi Raj. I have one question. Is there any last minute preparation? Means a bus fails in the middle or before starting?
Yes.
How to handle?
So are you talking about fair?
Fail. Bus failure? Are you talking about bus failure?
Yes, bus failure or something. You have to redirect the routes at last minute.
Yeah, we do. So, so we have a very big bus station, MGBS, and we have some other bus stations in districts also. So whenever there is a spurt in traffic, the concerned station manager, reports the issue to the nearest depot manager, one or two depot managers. So immediately they will send some buses, or even from that bus station also, suppose there is a lean route, so they have every authority to divert this bus in the particular route.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any more questions?
Hi, I'm Rohan Anantala. Actually,
Just
I've understood.
one question. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Rohan, please go ahead. Upinder,
Yeah,
you
thank
can
you.
be next.
Yeah, so I have understood what you said about the route optimization and also the revenue expansion thing. I'm just skeptical about the fourth point in the performance expectations in the use case where it explicitly saying that the staff should be able to interpret, modify, implement the schedule without complexity thing. So are we expecting this thing in the first version only, or are we just looking in the further features? Is this just doubt? So as far as the approach note is concerned and also the POC is concerned, so are we explicitly looking, for this feature to modify or give that information?
So before we go ahead with others' comments, Rohan, there is a evaluation criteria mentioned on the website. For round two, there are user experience and usability. There will be a weightage on that. And this, what we say, that this is expected when you are building a POC. Okay, although it might not be needed for version one, but it should be flexible and intuitive. So, and it should not be that rigid so that we can't, update it or like amend the changes.
Understood, understood. Yeah, the round one and the round two evaluation.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Yeah, Upender, you had question?
Yeah, just based on last 4-5 year data, can we recommend some kind of promotional activity? Let's say you take you already implementing, like you buy 30 tickets, but you pay only 20 tickets during that time, something increase the occupancy kind of stuff. Can we come back some kind of model or ultimately
Definitely.
increase the revenue?
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
for example, morning time, evening time, maybe full peak, but after 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, less occupancy. Probably you may give some discount to increase the, occupancy, something like that.
Yeah, definitely we are open for it, and even we are the first, RTC in India to introduce dynamic pricing also. We run, nearly 200 services, the interstate services we operate under dynamic pricing with using AI and ML models. And we extend many more marketing schemes to passengers also. We have a monthly season ticket where passenger can pay for 20 rides and he can have 30 rides. But still we are open to take the suggestions based on the data, so that we are ready to implement it also if the management agrees.
Okay, so thank you. Because there is a lot of social media nowadays. People are waiting bus because there is a emergency or some bus failure, but still APSRT depot manager doesn't know about it. Some kind of tweet or WhatsApp. If many requests comes, then immediately you have to send a bus there, something like that, so that helping people also getting revenue. Because otherwise you don't know until you get a communication, but whom to talk they don't know.
Yes, Yupender, you are right, but the ultimate goal of this challenge is to cut down those types of cases. If there are really some passengers there, our bus should be available there because of the demand analysis.
Yeah, but it's not regular, but sometimes we to face, right? Sometimes eagerly waiting, nothing is there. Another 3-4 hours, no bus available, but people are waiting for you. So, like, how to quickly reach out to the RTC? Just single text message, some kind of analytic decision, send the bus there, something like that. That way, you can avoid a lot of hierarchy structure internally. And
Oh, yes. Through WhatsApp messaging, they can message us, they can ping our call center. Correct.
thank you.
Thanks, Upender. Any more questions from the audience, from the attendees? Okay, if there are no more questions in next 10-15 seconds, we will wrap this AMA session. All right. It seems like we have done a decent job of answering the queries that the applicants had. So thank you so much, the TSRTC team, Sridevi ji, Samira ji, and Venkat Reddy ji. Thanks to Chalks as well to help us address the queries. And we are looking forward for the participation from the attendees that have attended this session for this specific use case. This recording will be available on the website from tomorrow onwards. So if you would like to go back and understand more, and if you would have skipped any points, missed any points, you can refer to it. So with this, we'll wrap this session. Thanks once again to TSRTC department officials to spend this time and address the queries with the attendees who are excited to apply for this challenge. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.